Alright, so for today, um, big piece of advice that I even saw today, um, is this quote. I don't know where it's from, but it says, "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seed you plant." I just think that's a really good quote because, like, even when, like, doing anything in life, working out, making money, what else? Pretty much anything. You usually measure the day by how much you that comes back to you. So, like, if you're working really hard for money and you don't make enough money and you don't make much money back, or you work out really hard one day but the next day your muscles just condense back down to the normal size like they usually do, um then it's obviously disappointing, but that's how we're not supposed to judge. We want to judge by the seed we put in every day, because if we put in the work every day towards making more money, eventually, through, like, just random processes of life, and consistently doing things that help that grow, then eventually it will be ready to harvest. And I just thought that that was a really good quote, and the way that this just came into my life today, I think is pretty cool. I was walking, not really, well, yeah, I was walking to the bus, and then I was waiting to go on the bus because there's obviously a whole line of kids. But somebody just randomly says, "Do you want this note?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, thanks." I didn't know what was on it, so then I put it in my pocket, got on the bus, and I read it, and that's what it said on it. So I think that's pretty special. I think that was. I think this is meant for somebody who needs to hear it somewhere out there who's gonna watch this. It's not about how much comes back to you every day. It's about how much you put in every day. And if you keep doing that, then eventually you'll start getting the outcome. It also shows that even if you're working on something really hard for like a week or two, like if you just stop after that, then you're not going to get much out of it. But do if you do something every day to fuel that action, not just throughout your week or your 2 weeks, but for months, years, and over the extended period of time that you're working at it, then it's eventually going to be ready for harvest, and you're going to have your finished result that is probably way more than what you expected it to be. So yeah, that's just a idea. Not really an idea. It's just something that came into my life today. I thought it was pretty cool, and I thought it'd be nice to share it to some people. As who shared this to me, I don't know. But now that gave me the idea, I don't know if I've mentioned this at any time on this channel. Holy cow, I need like water or something. I don't know if I mentioned this on the channel, but I probably didn't. But I had this idea to write my phone number on a bunch of notes and then just put it in random places, and like see what would happen when somebody texts me, but obviously not in public. In places that I would know and trust. Not in public, because, like, obviously people would take advantage of that. But this quote gave me the idea to do notes like this, but put like my number and then just write text this number for daily motivation or whatever. And I think that'll help the social aspect of my life a bunch, because now that I think about it, I talk not really much at all to people. I used to talk a lot to people, but I don't know what really happened. There's not many people to really talk to anymore, I should say. But, well, there's plenty of people to talk to. There's just not a lot of people I'm in touch with anymore. That's how I should put it. But yeah, I was just thinking about doing that, and then doing giving them motivation, It would help my social engine by getting me thinking and like that way, and learning how to kind of talk to people better, maybe. And yeah, I just think it would be a cool experiment to run. And then the quote or motivational idea that I put out, I could also put out on this channel. And yeah, then I do want to help people a lot, so I think doing that would help a bunch of people in ways, whether I know it or not. But that's also an idea that people who are watching this feel free to do. I mean, I'm not stopping you. But yeah, that's all I got for today. But yeah, have a good day.